it's Lesley Langdon with UnityTv, and today we'll be using one of Unity's new SMAK kits. This is the December 2011 kit called Make Everyday Count, and you'll see that you get a full sheet of rubber, 8.5 by 11. Lots of stamps to work with, really good sizes for each of them, and if you've never received a Unity kit, you just pop them out there and peel off the white backing. And then this is the cling foam that just sticks to any acrylic block that you have. And I happen to have some Unity blocks here, but you can use them on other acrylic blocks as well. So today I want to show you a different product, something I've just recently discovered. This is by Claudine Helmuth Studio. It's Ranger makes it. And what it is, it's sticky back canvas. So it peels off like a sticker, and the top is just a really thin sheet of canvas. So we're going to go ahead and prime it with some Gesso paint and use some Shimmerz product and some Making Memories acrylic paint as well. And then, of course, our lovely Unity SMAK kit. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so here is the canvas sheet. You can see it's really, it's really pliable. It's not too thick, but this is a textured canvas here. So what I'm going to do is I have a sea sponge here. You can use a paintbrush, whatever you have to apply the paint. But I'm going to apply generous amounts of gesso here. Okay, and I'm just going to coat the canvas. Nice and thin. I don't want bumps because I am going to be stamping on this, and I want a really smooth surface to stamp on. So I just got a piece of cardboard to work on while I'm doing the edges. Okay, so just make sure the paint gets on the canvas here. So I wet my sea sponge just so that it applies the paint a lot smoother. It just kind of mixes with the gesso and just makes the application a lot easier. Okay. All right, so before that dries, I'm just going to add a little bit of this Bleu Making Memories paint. It's called Sky. Dab that on. I'm going to take that off here. So you can do this spongy if you want. Just mix this in so it's a really, really light blue. Probably leave it like that so it's getting some, some lines, and I'm going to dry this. Okay, so I've dried this with my heat gun. Okay, and I think it would be a shame to have a product like this and not really play with it. So I'm going to apply a little more of the gesso. I'll start over here. I'm just going to cover up a little bit of what I've done before. Again, still try and keep things flat. No texture here, because that will make our stamping easier. Okay, so you don't have to fully cover what you've done before because you want a little bit of that blue peering through. Then I'm going to spray some Jeni Bleu Vibez because this is my favorite color. Okay, there's also a product called Coloringz by Shimmerz, and this is called Anchors Away, and it's a nice dark blue. So I'm going to spray it from far away just to get some splattering there. Okay, so you can see what that looks like up close. All right, I'll probably spray a little bit more of this Jeni Bleu from far away just to get some distressing. Okay, then again, heat it to dry. All right, so what I'm going to do is just go ahead and use a lot, if not all, of these stamps from the December SMAK kit. So I'm going to be using these Trump suits here. We've got diamonds and clubs and hearts and spades. Okay, I'm using Broken China Distress Ink, so I'm just going to be doing some light stamping with this so that you can hardly see it, okay? This is just going to give more to look at. You'll be able to see it more on the white parts here. Okay, I'm not going to do this everywhere, but just here and there. So when I go to die cut certain shapes, you'll get a little bit of this image. So we're going to be layering our stamping. and doing it in different colors. So this is, to me, this seems like more of a background stamp here, this number stamp. So I'm going to be using that in the blue as well. Okay, I'll use the same Broken China Distress ink. If you don't have a solid surface to stamp on, you can also stamp like this. Just press down and see how nicely that image comes out. Okay? Alright, so I think I'll do one more in the corner of this particular stamp. Okay, now I think it's time to move on to black ink. Okay, so I'm going to be using Tuxedo Black by Memento. Okay, and really ink up that stamp. This is going to show up quite nicely. Okay, that's really cute. I like that stamp. Okay, so if you just stamp, you know, in certain spots, you'll just get little pieces of these images, which will still look good. You could even layer it on top a little bit if you wanted, on top of the other ones. Okay, I'm just going to stamp the one side over here, going off the page, because I like this part better. I'll just wipe that up later. Okay, just find natural spots to stamp them, where there's gaps. Okay, so you see the impression isn't as smooth as you might like, but that is because of the texture of the sticky back canvas. So anytime you stamp on canvas, you're going to have that texture that's showing up. So your image won't be as crisp as if you stamped on a piece of white smooth paper. Okay. All right, now we have a stamp that says Life Changes, Make Every Day Count, which is the title of this particular kit. So there should be some natural spots to stamp this. You can even layer them, stamp them on top of one another. Okay. Okay, I'm quickly running out of room, so what I'm going to start doing is stamping off the page a little bit. Broken China Distress ink. See how that looks. Okay, you know, just to try it out, I'm going to go with a green. Just add a little bit of color. We'll see how it looks. This is Lettuce by Adirondack. It's a Ranger product. So I'm just going to stamp a little bit and see how the green looks on here, because I don't want to ruin this whole look if the green doesn't look that good. But I think it looks great, so I'm going to keep going with that then. Okay. Then I have this big stamp that says Me. I'll stamp it right in there and see how that looks. I'm going to go to my die template stash, and I'm going to cut out a whole bunch of different shapes, and then I'll have a whole bunch of stickers to use. Let's see what I got. Okay, so I've got a few different die sets out, and what I'm going to do is tape them into place so that it cuts it exactly where I want. And this one I'm going to try and get the whole sentiment in there. Alright, and here I'm going to try and make a flower and see how that looks. This is called Spiral Blossoms 1. So maybe I'll just do that over here. I've also got this postage stamp, and I want to fit this one on too. This is Labels 21. Okay, let's see. Alright, so now I'm going to cut these. So what I have to do is flip these over. What I can do is this. Okay. And then I'm going to put the cutting plate on top and then run it through the Grand Calibur. This is a Spellbinders machine. Okay, so you can see our cut shapes there. Let's hope they cut all the way through. So I've never really cut with this canvas before. Okay. Alright, so it looks like it just needs a little more pressure. So what I'm going to do is get a piece of paper and put it over top. This is just a plain piece of white cardstock, and it's 8.5 by 11, but I just have to trim it a little bit to be able to fit through the Grand Calibur. Okay, I'm going to place it over top, and then I'm going to send it through the machine again. Okay, so for the most part, these are coming out. Okay. All right, this one might need a little bit of help with scissors, just in one little spot there. Okay, just give them a little tug, so that's fine. Do you see how cute these are? I'll put them up against a white backdrop so you can see them. So you can stick these onto anything your heart desires. You can make cards, you can stick them onto mirrors, you can stick them onto glass, wherever you can use a sticker, you can use these. Okay, and there's still a lot left of the canvas that you can go ahead and use these little scraps as well. So use another label here and here as well. Okay. So I'm going to take these out and I'm going to show you pictures, so stay tuned, and thanks for watching. Hope you give it a try. This product is really cool, and of course the SMAK kits are available to purchase on the Unity website. Alright, take care and have a wonderful day.